Hey everybody, how are you today? I am so excited to share with you. I made a post on our Facebook group last night and I said, who's interested in knowing how I booked 2 appointments from some referrals that I received at an appointment that I did last Friday night? So I actually only got, believe it or not, 4 referrals. Like this group was just not really that much on giving referrals. One of the people made a whole list on the back of her profile card, but she didn't give me phone numbers, and she said, well, can I ask them first? And so, I'll be following up with her. But anyhow, I had 2 other people who only gave me 2 apiece, right? And it's very easy to leave an appointment thinking, I didn't get referrals, but I figured I'm going to work with what I've got to work with. So recently I did a Pacesetters class with National Sales Director Leah Carta, and I figured this woman is so successful and I am going to do whatever she says to do, right? So I have her referral packet and I did exactly what she said to do. So one of the things that I did was I took a selfie of myself with each of the people at the individual close so that I could reach out to the referrals and use a picture. And so I'm going to share with you what that dialogue looks like. But, definitely take a picture because it makes it so much more personal. So when you're doing the individual close, there's a couple of important things. Obviously, when we're doing the table close, actually, we're looking to show the sets and talk about booking a follow-up appointment and then also talking about referrals. And then also, 4th point is asking them if they would be interested in listening to facts about our business opportunity and giving us feedback, right? So that's what you do at a table close. You then go through the process, which I'm not going to talk about here because that's a topic for another day. But when you go into the individual close, what you're going to be doing is looking at the profile card and then taking the information she has given you. So what I did with the referrals was I asked them to tell me a little bit about each person. Now, since I've taken the Pacesetters class, I also, in the meantime, have received a way cool new way to do referrals. And I want to explain this to you because I think it's really valid. So this is what I'm going to be using from this point forward. But it says, who do you know? And I love this because this is a sheet that you could give your customers, and it sort of makes them think about who they're referring you to. This is what Leah said, and then I really thought about it and said, oh my gosh, this would be so true, right? My last name starts with S. So imagine that you were doing your typical referral game, and then you ask them to just go through their phone and think of everybody who would be interested in a pampering session. And then what happens is they're scrolling through their phone and they're going alphabetically. So if they're going to only end up giving you 10 or 20 referrals, guess what? If I was in their phone, they would have never gotten to me because they're just simply going in alphabetical order. So instead, you're giving them clues as to who you're looking for. So like on this paper are things like, write down the name of somebody who is the collector. This girl loves to make new friends, but also keeps connections to the old. The comedian, no matter where she is, people are laughing. She attracts people with her contagious sense of humor. The go-getter, she is ambitious, driven, and ready to take on the world. Don't tell her something can't be done. She's already doing it. So I love this because it's a whole sheet of like the characteristics and who these people are that you're looking for. And then you're going to get some really qualified leads instead of them just going alphabetically through their phone. Okay, so back to the referral script. So now, what I had done is on Friday night, I had met with 3 women, and I actually booked all 3 of them for another follow-up. One of them was going to do it together. And what I did was I took their referrals, and independent of whether they said that they were going to invite these people to that pampering session or not, I just reached out to them because I'm the professional and I want to be in control of my bookings, right? So I want to look at my phone so I can show you the dialogue that went on here and then tell you what some of my thinking was. And I hope that you'll adopt some of that thinking because I know you're going to be successful if you do. Okay, so the first lady's name, her name was Ivory. And so this is what I said to Ivory. Hi, Ivory, this is Lisa with Mary Kay. I don't think we've met, but Charnel said text is the best way to reach you. She was gifted with 10 gift cards to go along with a complimentary facial and wanted one of them to go to you. Should I text or call you with the details? P.S. I'm sending you a photo of us so you know I'm a real person and not a robot or a telemarketer, LOL. And I attached the picture that I showed you in the Facebook page. So then she gets back to me and says, thanks, I may be interested. It's just that my work hours are long days, 7 to 7. I will try to reach out to you because I really need to start taking better care of my skin. Thanks. How many of you would have stopped right there? And I know if you're new or you don't feel confident, you might have stopped there and said, well, she said she's going to reach out to me. But I know I need to go further. And it's not pushy, it's just offering solutions, okay? So this is what I said. I said, hi, Ivory. Charnel was looking to get some ladies together on Friday, 3/17. With your busy schedule, is there any chance that could work? Otherwise, I will be happy to work around your schedule. I'm available 6 days per week, just not on Sundays. And then she says, I will be working that day. And I said, okay, do you have a particular day off every week? My days off varies. I'm off this weekend, but I have plans. I'm free March 29th. Oh, okay, so what just happened? We went from her saying, I work a lot, I work 7 to 7, I'm busy, I'm interested, but I'll reach out to you, to having a little bit more dialogue and leading the conversation like a professional, and then the next thing you know, she's giving me a date. Okay, awesome. So I said, great, Ivory, that is a Wednesday. Are you thinking daytime or evening? And she says, evening would be great. Okay, now, back to what this is. This is pretty much word for word from Leah's suggestion. And I have to tell you that, you know, I talk to you all the time about scripts. New people, I tell you, use the scripts. And I got to tell you, I would have never said these words if I had to come up with them on my own, but I thought Leah Carta is making like $20,000 to $30,000 a month. She's an executive national senior sales director, and maybe I should just listen because you know what? She knows what she's doing, so I'll try it. So I said, word for word, okay, awesome. I am so excited to book this with you. We will be doing a Mary Kay facial with a microdermabrasion treatment, and in parentheses, they are like $200 at the spa, so it's a great deal. You'll get your gift card that Charnel so generously offered you and a goodie bag. Ivory, most people love doing this with a few girlfriends, and your gift certificate will go from $10. By the way, I never mentioned the amount of the gift card, and I'll tell you why, because I'm planning on giving her a $10 gift card if she gets together with me, but I want to introduce the concept of her having some friends, and then I'm going to increase it to 25 if she has 2 friends. So it says most people love doing this with a few girlfriends, and your gift certificate will go from $10 to $25 if you have 2 friends join you, as long as they are over 18. I live in South Park and have a clubhouse available in my development. Would you like to come to me? That would be fine, she says. And then I said, okay, great, Ivory, here's my address. I have a few questions for all of you, just so I'm super prepared for your time with me. Here are some of the questions for you. And then I would love to reach out to your friends as well and ask the same. You can ask them to RSVP to me so that I can make a goodie bag for them. They can text me at this number and make sure to tell me that they are your guests. And of course, ladies, I'm saying that because I'm booking so many referrals. I'm going to have all kinds of strangers RSVPing to me, right? So they can text me at this number and make sure they tell me that they are your guests. Here are some questions for you. Have you ever used Mary Kay before? Is there anything going on with your skin that I can help you with? And is your complexion ivory, beige, or bronze? And so she tells me a little bit about her skin. So she actually kept dialoguing with me last night. And then this was late last night when I said it was my bedtime, but I said, okay, super. I am excited to introduce you to Mary Kay and help you feel great about your skin. Ivory, I will text you an invitation and some words you could use to text some of your friends to formally invite them. I look forward to meeting you. I will chat with you tomorrow. So that was last night. And I want to just explain to you that there are some next steps. And so when you reach out to me and tell me that you really want to learn this, I'm going to share all that info with you because I do have next steps about booking the party and then how to encourage her to get her people to RSVP to you so that you can solidify that appointment. So I'm really super excited because Ivory was not the only person that I spoke to last night. I spoke to one other person who was Charnel's referral, and her name was Pauline. And Pauline, you know, was also very intrigued, and I totally believe it was because, I'm sorry, I'm looking it up. I think it was really, she was intrigued and ready to respond because I did send that selfie picture. And oh my gosh, I was just so loving the way that this is really simple to do. So she said texting is fine. I did all the same dialogue with her. I told her that we were going to get together on the 17th, and she said, how much will I be paying, and what are the times for March 17th? And I said, it's free. You get pampered and you get the $10 gift certificate, but if you have 2 friends join you, your gift certificate increases to $25. Can you think of a few ladies, 18 or older, who may want to come with you? And then she said, I'm going to see if I could round up 2 women to accompany me. Now, let me talk to you about why this is so cool. Because actually, this is Charnel's party, right? She is going to be a hostess. But you know what? I'm not relying on Charnel to, if it were up to Charnel, she would have invited Ivory and Pauline, and we would have called that a party. But what's happening is I'm reaching out to Ivory and Pauline, and I'm making them both hostesses as well. So, you know, Charnel will get hostess credit, but Ivory and Pauline are each looking at bringing 2 people. This is how Leah Carta built her empire, and she totally believes that the more that we continue to reach out and reach out and reach out, and it's like 3 people deep now. So I'm so excited about this. I can't wait to tell you the results, and I can't wait till you ask me to help you do this for yourself. Mwah! Love you guys.